So I'm not sure I needed to see this, but since I was forced to, I feel like you need to see it too. So a lady in the UK had a tummy tuck and she turned the skin they removed into leather. Here's a picture of her holding her skin that she turned into leather on her stomach. So let me tell you a little bit about how she did it. So the woman who did this name is Katie Taylor, and she is an artist, and she was thinking about her journey to lose this 85 pounds and how she wanted to commemorate this journey. And she thought about kind of what she does in the world of art, which is to use unusual materials that convey meaning in a way that she believes other materials won't. So she uses animal intestines occasionally and fiber optics, gelatin, concrete. She lists a bunch of stuff right here. So basically, she started researching this, and it is not typical that we send human tissue home with patients. It's certainly not allowed for most cases in the United States, but she's in the UK, and she wrote a long letter to the hospital and was like, hey, I want to take my tissue, and they apparently allowed it, but it had to be taken immediately. So her husband and her son, I believe, were like, yeah, we're out. We don't want to do this. And she eventually convinced a fellow artist friend to take this for her. And then she kept the 4.5 pounds of fat and skin in her freezer for 9 months while she researched how to do this process. So she was researching this and she found some survivalist courses where they teach animal skin tanning and reached out to them and was honest about what her intention was. And they were like, yeah, this is not something we want to be involved with. So they told her no. And then eventually she found someone by the name of Teresa Camper, who has a PhD in experimental archaeology and has over 30 years of experience in prehistoric skin tanning. And then she was like, yeah, let's do this. I'm on board. So she defrosted her frozen skin and fat. Remember, it's been sitting in her freezer for 9 months at this point. And you can read in the article, I'll link it in the comments, what they did to tan this skin. They had to remove the fat first and then soak it in solution. And they even softened and stretched it while drying it in Teresa's dryer at her house. So I'm not sure I'd want to dry my clothes in there after that, but here we are. She does note that the grain was similar to pig skin, and the follicles were just different. There's only one hair coming out per follicle instead of 3 that you typically see on pigs. So there's some trivia for anybody. Hopefully that'll be a Trivial Pursuit and you'll win. So I appreciate the research and the effort. I think I'd be more impressed if she like made it into a purse or like a little box for jewelry or something. It's kind of weird that she just has this like giant piece of skin with the belly button hole. But anyway, just wanted to share because like I said, if I have to see it, you do too.